This the foundational layer?
Second Lieutenant Jana of Frontline Command. ID number T118, reporting in.
Acknowledged. Second Lieutenant Jana, please deliver your report.
Construction of the reshaping tower in the target area is now complete, and the Void Girl is currently pursuing a Bastion-level Void entity. An unidentified civilian was also discovered in the area and has been assigned case number UE5571. Note: the unidentified civilian joined forces with the Void Girl to fend off the Bastion-level Void entity and appears to be friendly. Please advise on how to proceed.
Your status has been acknowledged. Command will send an assault team to assist the Void Girl in battle. In addition, the mission has been reassigned to the Desert Sands Outpost, which is located in the Varun district of Oderic. Your orders are to gather all personnel related to case number UE5571 and report to the Desert Sands Outpost, where a specialist will provide you with further instructions. End transmission.
You would be smart to cooperate with us. Let's go.
Me?
Go home? It sounds like we need to have a doctor examine you, especially your head. You haven't just forgotten who you are, but where you are right now.
Wait, Shirley's body hasn't... Okay.
Ma'am, I brought the civilian in question.
Good work, Jana. I'll take it from here.
Our signals indicate that the Void Girl is currently engaging the Bastion-level Void entity in battle once again. Replenish your supplies, then head to the coordinates to provide reinforcements.
Understood.
Number UE5571. Commander Antoria has been expecting you for quite some time.
Huh?
Indeed. It seems she has taken a keen interest in your ability to travel freely between hyperspace and reality.
Where did you obtain this ability? Who is responsible for its...
Wait.
Then let's start with the most important one. How are you capable of passing between hyperspace and reality?
Hyperspace and... reality? By reality, do you mean... hang on. Can I ask what year you were born?
2642. But what does that have to do with anything? Now answer my question.
Fine, keep your secrets for now. But once you meet Commander Antoria, she'll get the truth out of you.
Under normal circumstances, an unidentified individual like yourself would be placed under strict detainment. However, Commander Antoria has ordered us to keep you at the outpost's command center for now.
See that mecha lying in the middle of the outpost? I know you're strong enough to team up with the Void Girl against a Bastion-level Void entity. But if you go up against the Type 0 ground controller, you'll see just how mild a Bastion-level Void entity really is.
Until we're certain of your trustworthiness, that machine will be keeping a very close eye on you. I suggest you avoid any thoughts of running away and wait patiently for Commander Antoria to come and find you.
Commander, here's the roster of the latest recruits for the aerial strike team. Sophie, Emily, Jessica, Linda, Megan, and Jana.
Enjoying the materials our outpost has to offer? Even though they're all highly classified, it makes no difference for people like us who exist in hyperspace. They may as well be public knowledge, so I won't bother you about them. But back to more serious matters. You caught my attention. Now let me take a closer look at you.
And you are?
That's right. I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is Antoria, and I'm the commander of the Joint Defense Force's 2nd Legion, as well as the commander of the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. The Federation has ordered us to carry out a military operation codenamed Reshaping Reality within this area of hyperspace. Now it's your turn to introduce yourself. Who are you? Where did you come from? And where are you going?
I'm a researcher from District 4 of Hycros. I came from Kylo, and I guess I'm trying to go back to Kylo?
District 4, huh? You guys are supposedly on the front lines of Omnium tech. So, did you cook up this little breakthrough yourself?
That's right. My mentor, Professor Kenny, is the head of our Space Rift research team. He discovered this technique by accident during one of our
What a surprise! Even after the Omnium Experimentation Prohibition Act was passed, humanity is still making While I'm delighted to know we can now enter and exit hyperspace freely, I have to ask, why are you the only one here right now? Where are the rest of your colleagues, including this Professor Kenny?
The tech's still in its early stages, which means we can only send one person through at a time. We're not sure what's causing it yet, but don't worry. When I return, we'll figure it out for sure. Which reminds me, I believe that girl from before can help me with my research. Is there any way I can meet her before I leave?
You want to see her?
Yes, she's actually a close friend of mine.
Great! This is exactly what I needed. I've been looking for a way to send her to the surface layer. With your help, I'm sure we'll figure out how to transport multiple people between the two layers in no time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Back up a second. How in the world do you know about the surface and foundational layers? And what's this about transporting multiple people between them? You're not from the foundational layer, are you? You're from the real world just like me. I've been looking for you forever, but I never thought you'd be hiding out here.
Finally, some truth comes out. You really did come from outside the network. Now, let's go back to my other questions. Who are you and where are you heading? Trust me, you don't want to be on my bad side. Think very carefully before you answer. What? But I thought we were after the same thing, Nem. Tell me, who is this person and why are you so protective of him? I don't think I'm wasting my time at all. If you're acting so protective, then there's a good chance I found the person I'm looking for. I see. So you're an authorizer. It's pretty rare for someone to establish a cybernetic link. Who sent you? And why? All right, I admit, I misjudged you. Let's start over. I'll go first. My name really is Antoria, and I really am the commander of the 2nd Legion, as well as the Temporal Anomaly Response Force. My duty is to exterminate the void entities that appear in this area, and prevent any further temporal anomalies. I've already teamed up with our mutual friend here, 70...
Wait, 71 joint operations? Don't tell me. Have you been stuck here all this time?
Yes. It's been so long that I've nearly forgotten. The truth is, I only need to know a few simple things about you, Authorizer. Like your name?
My name is... I was chosen by Hycros to serve as the network's authorizer. My reason for being here is to eliminate the viruses attacking the network, restore its systems to their normal functions, and find a way to awaken my friend Shirley. As for the year, it's 2713. But why do you need to know that?
Hycros. So they're the ones who sent you to restore the network.
Humanity can only continue researching Omnium technology once the network has been fully restored. After the cataclysm, Ida was left in shambles and its people. At the very least, The Omnium advocates believe
The Omnium advocates? You mean those who think and those who used Omnium to modify themselves? What did they call themselves again?
You mean the heirs of Ida? My business with them is an entirely different story.
Fine, I'll back off. If you're so trusting of your friend, then I suppose I can too. For now. The question is, are you willing to do the same?
You'll have to do better than that. Convince me.
Take a closer look at the records I just gave you. It won't take long for you to realize that there's no defeating the Void Entity. At least, not for good. But with your ability to freely travel between layers,
Okay, let's hear you.
I'm not about to lay all my cards on the table. If you really want to know more, take this back to the surface layer and give it to Kieran, the head of the Federation. Tell him it's time to restart the gate to hyperspace. If I told you everything now, it'd only confuse you. Kieran will explain when you meet him. Until then, just do as I say and nothing bad will happen to you.
Even if you're being honest, how am I supposed to get Kieran to trust?
That's why I'm giving you this badge. All you have to do is show it to him, and he'll support you with whatever resources he can muster.
And what's in it for you?
My mission, of course. Once the Void Entities are gone for good, my soldiers...
Fine.
We're counting on you, Authorizer. If someone out there is trying to interfere with your mission, then let me offer you a piece of friendly advice. Trust no one. Especially anyone from outside the network.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Now it's time for you to meet your maker.
I'll whack him good. Then you can flatten him with your bite, boss.
Do what you will to me, but have you forgotten about Aglia?
So, you fooled your teammates into thinking Wednesday kidnapped you, right? Perfect. That means we can use you as a bargaining chip to trade for Grey Fox once we find your father.
Fine by me, but my father doesn't take threats lightly. Even if you do manage to pull it off, the Todd family and the entire Federation will be after you. Think that's a good idea?
If it comes to that...
Go ahead. Take your time daydreaming about where you could run. Whether it's Mara, another planet, or an entirely...
Greetings, sir. Your father is reading through your messages.
Message? You aren't planning to...
Of course I am. I paid triple the price to modify this hidden chamber just in time for the plan.
Consider yourself fortunate, Asurada. With the recent spike in aberrant activity, the contents of this recording are exactly what Kieran needs right now. But before dealing with someone like him, you must take every possible precaution imaginable. I raised you to be my heir, so I understand your chances of success better than anyone. But what's your plan for...
What's the matter? Worry that Kieran will change her mind? Because I hardly think the Secretary General is that type of person. Or do you find it amusing that I'm betting on the morality of a person in power at a crucial moment like this?
I've arranged for a helicopter. Once Kieran agrees to your plan, I'll have my people escort Aglaia straight to Kylo. We've poured a lot of resources into that area, and they've promised their top specialists will...
Understood. Then is it safe to assume Aglaia is still somewhere in Astra? Even at... I'm already in Asperia, so I can arrange for our own transportation and...
Very well, but just so we're clear.
Of course. If it comes to that, I'll get it done quickly and quietly. They won't even know what hit them. I assure you, no one will come to any harm now that I have this footage. However, I still need you.
If it means saving Grey Fox and getting the Federation off our backs, I'll do whatever it takes. But
I agree. This visit to the Tower of Fantasy is dangerous enough without Miss Nola, Miss Anka. This is the address. After you get her, fly straight to Kylo. My father's associates will ensure her safety, and the rest of you will be far better off in Kylo as well.
And if Kieran refuses to make a deal? Your father made it clear that Grey Fox stays locked up unless you succeed. And what about us?
If we fail, you'll have no choice but to infiltrate a heavily fortified villa and rescue my sister from isolation and potentially life-threatening danger. But that shouldn't be a problem.
Do you even have to ask? We're professionals.
If it comes to that.
But according to Merrill, the Todd family is known for maximizing the—
Miss Merrill seems quite familiar with my father's style, but I
ten blir gnoj. Nienormalnie jesteście. Dobrze to jest i chuj. Jak dostać się? Jak się dostać?
look who it is!
Gray Fox? What are you doing here? What happened to taking the helicopter over to Kylo?
We thought Asurada was up to no good again, so the boss and I busted—
Anka, that's not what we agreed on. The Tower of Fantasy is far from safe. And now you—
What are you blaming me for? The boss and I planned on taking Gray Fox someplace safe with the helicopter and waiting for you to contact us, but
I believed my brother's plan was too risky and insisted on coming straight here to prevent you from falling into the Federation's hands.
What's the matter, Aglia? Don't you trust me?
Oh, I trust you well enough. I trusted that you would use my friends to find me at any cost, and that you'll use the researcher to further the Todd family's interests. What I don't trust, however, is that you would defy Father so easily.
It was never my intention to harm any of Wednesday's members. I was simply giving them a bit of encouragement. That's all. And besides, how else was I supposed to make the researcher demonstrate such an extraordinary ability without applying a little pressure?
What if you were wrong? What if they can't cure the aberrants? How could anyone survive against so many aberrants without that power?
Then the Federation prison I trapped them in would have been the safest place for them to hide. I would have told Father that all of Wednesday had been turned into aberrants, and that I wiped out every last one of them. It would have been just like how I orchestrated your rescue. Except this time, you'd have to set them up with new identities good enough to fool him.
Then that's exactly what we'll do starting right now. The researcher is a member of
Listen to me, Aglia. If this was as simple as Wednesday provoked, do you even understand why I'm taking such extreme measures? I don't know how this so-called researcher cures the aberrants, and I don't care to know. But because your friend is capable of doing something like this, Kieran has a right to—
You'll need a much better reason than—
Aglia, please. The researcher's unique power— I'm not at liberty to discuss any further details of my plan, but a genius like—
I can tell you're telling the truth, but your attitude of knowing it all— Fine. We'll be waiting for you.
You have a really fun—
Good day, everyone. The Secretary General is ready to meet with you, Mr. Asurada. Please come with me.
Looks like it's time for your big meeting. We'll just leave the rest—
Actually, Secretary General Kieran specifically requested to meet with all four of you. This way, please.
Hey, boss. Should we come up with an excuse to get out of here?
What's gotten into you, Anka? You're normally fearless to a fault.
Yeah, but there's nothing normal about the Asperia Tower of Fantasy, don't you think? This place is worse than 10 public security bureaus combined. It's like dealing with an entire army of Merrills.
Don't get carried away, Anka. An agent of Merrill's caliber is rare, even within the Federation. And they'd be lucky to have someone with even a fraction of her talent on their side. Besides, I trained you myself, so you have no—
But we were only supposed to grab the researcher and fly out of here. Now we're suddenly stuck in the Tower of Fantasy. It's like we're sitting ducks in a lion's den.
Or maybe a lamb thrown to the wolves.
That's enough, Gray Fox. Anka's clearly scared, so you shouldn't make fun of her.
Well, at least the boss is being nicer to me now that Gray Fox is back. I just wish I wasn't the one getting picked on all the time.
Miss Yang, here are the documents for the meet. After the last meeting, Secretary General Kieran asked me to have you review and summarize their
2 days from now? Let me see. These are for the— Make 4 copies. Send 2 to my office.
Understood.
Meeting set for the afternoon 2 days from now. I'll need those 5—
Yes, ma'am.
Secretary General Kieran's office is at... In the meantime, the rest of you can follow...
So,
Right this way.
inside what? Your custody?
Well, that's a luxury compared to prison, wouldn't you agree? By all means.
So, you want...
Of course not. But our only advantage right now is Grey Fox.
Even if we are detained, they wouldn't stop a Todd from playing games, right?
If things go south in our meeting, we'll find a way to let you know.
Man, you guys and your big brain.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to see you again, Secretary General Kieran.
I take it you're the Kylo researcher who...
Yes.
Forgive me, Secretary General. I should have known to dispense with the pleasantry.
The answer is no, Asurada Todd. Team X was established, but you did bring this
Are you aware that our friend here is also a member of Wednesday? If you fail to rescind the order for their arrest...
Kylo researchers, you never cease to surprise me. Tell me.
Something tells me your idea of hospitality doesn't include steak dinners or fancy hotels.
There's no need to continue this charade, Secretary And judging from the size of the bottle, it appears your prescription is even stronger. I can empathize with your situation. However, with the aberrants appearing more frequently...
No matter what you say, I simply can't let them go. The best I can...
Like you, Secretary General, I hate wasting time haggling. If you turn me away now, I'll have no choice but to add to your already sizable list of woes. Well, I could always start by uploading that...
You'd pit the Todds against the Federation for... Fancy that. Wednesday's genius hacker,
You'd better take that back.
Good luck to the Todd lawyers, then. The security system detected a droid at the tower's entrance.
Enough!
Secretary General Kieran, may I speak for a moment? We were hesitant to believe Asurada as well. If you're willing to trust Antoria, then I ask that you do the same.
That's...
Yes, sir.
I had no idea you were holding such a powerful trump card. Were you holding on to it all this time just to watch me suffer? I nearly went to war. If you don't wish to tell me more, then so be it. Since it's clear...
Tell me.
Just today, when I disappeared in the video Asurada sent you earlier, that was me entering hyperspace. She told me to show you this badge.
To be honest, I'm surprised she gave it.
She did. She wants you to restart the gate.
Restart the gate?
Uh-huh.
During the first regression, I witnessed the opening of the gate with my own 2 eyes. At the time, humanity had just discovered the existence of hyperspace, as well as the...
Is hyperspace?
Yes, and that was also when I designed this badge. The comet Mara was passing. I was convinced that Norns would be the one to lead us into the...
So, why did Antoria have this badge?
Because humanity misunderstood Mara's gift to us. Humanity's
So you're saying the real world started to suffer?
If left unchecked, the Void entities would have turned everyone into aberrant. I gave this badge to Antoria before she left. The one and only of its kind. She said one last thing to me before she stepped through the gate. If someone comes to you with this badge in hand, I need you to trust them. It seems that... And since you've already met Antoria, you must know.
If that's so, why are Antoria and her team still battling the Void Piercers in hyperspace?
It appears Wednesday really didn't look in... The reality reshaping program. Faced with the Void, Phase 1 was... If reality agitated by the ripples in the water, the creatures living in its depths approach the surface and—
So you're saying that Omnium experiments are what attract the Void Piercers to an area, and in turn they
Unfortunately, due to Omnium Technology's immense when a temporal anomaly appeared within Shooter Electronic, Omnium research is inextricably tied to Omnium reactors. Whenever—
But not all Omnium experiments result in aberrations, right?
That's most likely because Antoria is diligently The simplest way to calm the water's surface is to get rid of the creatures that arise from its depths. Antoria, they track the movements of void entities from within hyperspace. When they detect a large gathering, then with the power of the reshaping tower, we can augment reality. As for living creatures that have already become aberrants, in order to prevent them from exacerbating—
Oh, I see.
Antoria's mission was never to eradicate. The reshaping tower's effective range is limited, and ever since Antoria entered hyperspace to battle with the Void Piercers, the Federation has— If we succeed, the surface of the lake will become peaceful once more. The date we've chosen for turning back time is still far away, but now that— Cat got your tongue?
No, Secretary General, but I'm definitely worried. Given the failure of the first—
To be honest, it's impossible for us to imagine the consequences of a second, but one thing I can tell you is that with the help of artificial intelligence, the Federation has—
So, when are you planning to go public with this information? Almost no one—
Sharing this information with the rest of IDA would only cause even more panic, which would disturb our social order. If that were to happen, the Federation wouldn't— For this reason, I need to keep everything secret for the time being. You're entirely correct that the temporal anomalies cannot be seen as ordinary natural disasters. I'll do whatever it takes to succeed, even if it means being described as a villain or a dictator. By disseminating and promoting Blue Ida's ideology, I was able to enact the
Aren't you worried that your plan might go awry? If even one were—
Precisely. It seems you finally understand the—
Despite everything you've done.
Then it only proves that fate— I have another meeting to attend shortly. Once it's over, I'll begin the— Since you have this badge, you will now participate in the reality— Reactivating the gate is no simple—
I nearly forgot about something, Secretary General.
Are you talking about the order for Wednesday's arrest?
No. It's actually about another member of Wednesday. But for several reasons, she has lost her memory.
A Defense Force soldier named Nola. Yang tells me that the person in this file's photographs—
本次行程已结束，祝您旅程愉快。
message. It's a picture of with our friend back and our crimes cleared. Wednesday's finally ready to...
It's good to have you back, Gray Fox. Anka was so worried about you while you were...
Why do you have to tell her that as soon as she gets back, Mr. Baggus? And for the record,
You mean you were thinking of ways to save me from Lucius's secret...
How was I supposed to know the kidnapper was your own father and not Lucius? You never see that sort of plot twist these days.
Ah, good work, Ace. Thanks for worrying.
Oh, Gray Fox.
Hey,
That's not gonna stop me from hugging you. Besides, you can always buy another one with the 500,000 Norn your brother paid us.
Wasn't it supposed to be...
Phantom did say he would pay us the remaining half, but...
Oh, come on! You're pulling that Robin Hood act in front of my brother? Seriously? Ugh. Forget it. The boss told me about you too, researcher. She said you stormed a hospital and even kidnapped Lucius from the Public Security Bureau. All for my...
Well, it's...
Hey, Mr. Baggus. You said I broke more of your cups than usual, right? Now that Gray Fox is back and I have some money in pocket, let me cover the damages.
By the gods, I never thought this day would come. And since your last job paid you so well, why don't we throw in all of the cups you've broken since you got here? Every last one.
But I'll be broke again if we do that, Mr. Baggus. And
I received a communication a while ago. At first...
You seriously fell for such a cheap trick? The Public Security Bureau has a...
They didn't take any money from me. But...
Sounds simple enough. Hand me your terminal and I'll copy the date.
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet. Especially since my help doesn't come for free. In exchange for locating your...
But I thought you accessed the Federation...
Ugh, don't remind me. I sorely underestimated their network defenses. Whoever it is, I swear I'll have my revenge.
Hey, Nola. I have a present for you.
Is this a defense force?
I got this from the Tower of Fantasy. According to the file, you were definitely a past member of the Defense Force, and you were assigned to a top-secret mission.
Thank you for all your help, researcher.
Don't lose hope, Nola. This file is just a record of your presence within... How could a single file possibly contain everything there is to know about...
You have a point. In any case, thanks for bringing...
With the sudden increase in miracles, the Federation has finally been stretched to its limits. More and more people are beginning to suspect that the Federation is hiding something from them.
Praise our Lord for blessing us with these miracles, for our faithful have only grown in number because of them.
Let it be known that these miracles are not gifts, but undeniable signs of his fury. Our Lord will no longer tolerate humanity's meddling with Omnium, which is why we must halt any and all experiments at once. Tell us, soldier, have you found the object left behind by Antoria before she entered hyperspace?
Not yet, but I have several promising leads to investigate. I just need...
There is no time left, warrior. The gate to our Lord's domain is about to open ahead of schedule. If we...
When you people are recruiting your followers, could you stop mentioning shooter electronics to them so much? All they do is...
The Shooter Ring Lab was shut down by Secretary General Kieran long ago, so it's not like you're conducting any Omnium research on the premises. At most, those protesters are just crowding your doorway now.
I don't need to hear it from you. I asked you to help me block Meryl's...
That wasn't the scholar's fault. Your request made it too easy for her to expose you. If you had properly controlled... Your mistake has severely impeded our research of T5. If we...
Enough! It's only because the Federation...
The monk is right. That's why I gathered you all here today. Alchemist, Sage, you must halt your research and destroy all...
How's this my problem? They can't track me down in the Tower of Fantasy.
It's true, Sage. Your assumption has come to pass, which is why you must be ready.
Our plan must undergo drastic changes if we are to overcome these challenges. I will continue waiting for our Lord's orders, but until then, you must all maintain the utmost discretion. When all preparations are complete, I will contact you.
Understood.
I'm sorry, but the tavern isn't... Ah. Hey, you're still one of... Miss Roslyn has agreed to keep Anka out of prison, but only if she performs. As for Nola, she mentioned going to some sort of Defense Force veteran... Gray Fox. Honestly, I'm not sure what's going on with her. Then it's up to you to talk some sense into her. I don't mind keeping her here, but... Look, she's asking for another cola.
the old man he's got two choices. Let me stay in Asperia, or send me back to Kylo in a body bag. You're my brother, aren't you? Why are you speaking for him all of a sudden? You know, he forced me out of school just to punish me, and hired a bunch of private tutors to watch over me at home. Because of him, I lost all my friends. And now he wants to pull the same old trick and force me out of Wednesday? He's got some nerve bringing up Mother. Just tell him to keep his nose out of my business! Hey, Odie, quit bugging me. I said stop. Researcher? Asurada won't stop spamming me with texts, and it's...
Greetings, researcher. I am OD-77. Based on the communication records you provided, my master identified the other parties. Aside from contacting you, the account was used to access the video chat room. We can now confirm that both the account and the chat room are...
I'm sure you've heard about Blue Ida's guiding principles by... Blue Planet is the organization that lurks in the shadows. That's not necessarily true. Ever since you arrived in Asperia, both Aurora... If your company is in the middle of important Omnium research, despite the countless protesters waving Blue Ida signs, only a I'm telling you this because Blue Planet has done a lot of business with the old man. This time, I dug through the company's files to help you out. Unfortunately, not only that, but they've been laying even lower than usual lately. He's not worth worrying about. Just blacklist him. You're going to walk right up to the door. Are you underestimating? I've been sick of these manipulative jerks for ages. Why are you standing there? What?